note down 5 things that I'm going to give you. Okay. First situation is that the PO is a woman and 2 other members and external member is male. Okay, noted. PO is female, 2 members and external member is male. This is the first situation. Okay. Second situation is all 4 of them are women. Third situation is that PO is a man. There are 2 members who are employees and there is 1 member, external member who is a man.
Excuse me, 2 other members are male or females?
PO is a man,
Yes.
2 employees are women and external member is a man.
Okay.
Okay. Fourth situation is all are men. And the last situation is that the PO is a woman. Two employees are male. And there are 3 other women.
Excuse me, what was the last part, please?
3 other women. 1 is external and 2 additional.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the second situation?
Didn't get it.
Second is all are women. No, in this scenario.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So
We didn't get the last part.
Okay. The PO is a woman. Okay. Then
Yes,
there are
yes.
2 male employees. Okay. And additionally, there are 3 women. 1 being the external member and 2 being additional members.
Ma'am, I want the second situation.
Second is in this.
Total. There are 5 situations.
All 4 of them are male, women.
Okay, I'm going to repeat all of them from starting. Okay. First situation is the PO is a woman and there are 3 men. Is that right? Yes. Second situation is all are women. Okay. Third situation is there is a PO, there are 2 women and the external member is a man. Okay. And last is fourth is all men and the last one is the 6-membered thing that I said. Okay. I'm going to give you all 2 minutes, one by one. Now, whoever has not spoken up until now, which is Saurabh, Miss Kausar, and Inderjeet, please turn your videos on. Rest of you, I want you all to answer. I have seen active participation from Simran, Sharmishta, Surbhi, Pallavi, all of these people. I want rest of you all to answer. The question is whether the ICC is rightly constituted. That does not mean that others do not have to solve it. You have to solve it.
I think in the second situation and in the fifth situation, the ICC is rightly constituted.
Yes.
Second, no, you have to go one by one. I'm going to ask you one by one and then you have to tell me, okay? But is everyone done? Can I move ahead? Or you want 1 minute?
No, we are done.
Okay. So, what is the first situation? Saurabh, आप बताइए first situation क्या है?
The situation is where PO is a woman and
So, okay, we are going to go checklist wise. ठीक है, हमारी 3 चेकलिस्ट हैं. पहली PO वुमेन होना चाहिए,
yes,
सेकंड की 2 अदर एम्प्लॉयज होना चाहिए और थर्ड की एक एक्सटर्नल मेंबर होना चाहिए.
yeah,
तो
right.
आप तीनों चेकलिस्ट को देखते हुए मुझे एक एक करके बताइए. ठीक है,
Okay.
आप फर्स्ट सिचुएशन ही बताइए बस. ठीक है.
Yeah, so like first criteria, which is PO has to be a woman, so
Is
that is
correct.
perfectly okay in this case. The
Okay.
two other person are male in this case, and the external person is also a male.
Okay.
So that is why the criteria is not fulfilled, since
Why?
since 50% of the members should be female.
That's right. That's right. So if I have molded this situation and said कि जो दो employees हैं उसमें एक woman कर दो, तो आपका constitution correct होगा?
Yeah, then it is fine.
Okay. Good. Okay, Kausar. Next situation is that all are women.
Maybe 1 second. In the first situation, even the employee criteria is also not getting satisfied, right?
No, it can be any employee.
Okay, or not necessarily the employee.
No. Yes, it can be any.
Okay.
It does not cast an obligation that it has to be a female employee. It says any. However, at the end it says that 50%. So Saurabh was right in pointing out that the 50% criteria is not met. Okay. Yeah. Cost.
But Nidhi, should it not be an odd number in case to deliver justice, or can it be even numbers?
So 50% is 2. So minimum you need 2. If there is odd, then there is a problem, no?
No, but when it is in ICC, when there is a complaint which is raised, so if 50% vote for another 50% vote otherwise, so where would be the justice delivered to that victim?
May I answer this? Or rather, may I?
So Revati, the confusion here is that this is not related to the judgment delivery system, and if at all you feel that 50% and 50% is, there is a provision of appeal under the act. If there is a bias created, and mostly there will not be a case where two will have conflicting view. In 99% of the cases you will have a clear-cut judgment. However, if there is a differentiation, they have to give an order. See, they can't say that we don't know whether the person is accused or he is not accused. They have to give a certain view. So mostly it's not going to be the case where there is going to be a 50% balance in the case. However, if there is a confusion, they have to deliberate upon it and give a certain judgment. If the accused or the complainant feels otherwise, they have the provision of appeal.
Now, may I add something to it, going by your own? Just a little while ago, you were giving that example that 3 of us who are already employees here, but the external does not know any of us. So that person is totally neutral.
Yes.
So having such a person on the board immediately, sort of negates the possible allegation of there being, unfairness.
Right.
So in that case, 4 persons is perfectly all right, because it's actually 3 plus 1. That plus 1 is the external who has no bias.
Absolutely.
Or against any of us.
That's right.
So, that is the rationality. That number constituted by the statute. I feel that could be the reason or rationale behind that 4-member committee.
Yes. As I started on that, the very intention to bring in an external member is to neutralize the entire bias that may be alleged of.
That is what you said with your example. You made that very clear when you said that.
Okay. Now what will
be? Nidhi, 1 minute.
Who is it?
Yeah, Pallavi.
Yes.
Yeah, that basic criteria, PO should be a woman, and 2 more criteria. Kindly repeat. No?
2 more. First criteria is that PO should be woman.
Yeah.
Second criteria is to any other employees of that organization. Third criteria is any other external member. He can be from an NGO or any other organization. And lastly, apart from these 3 criteria, is a criteria where it lastly says that not less than 50% of the total members should be female.
The third criteria, you said any other external member. The external member should be woman or man?
That's not specified. It can be any.
Thank you.
Okay. Kausar, coming back to you. Second situation.
I think according to what was just said, that the PO can be a senior woman. 2 members, any 2 employees means it can also be a woman, like 2 women can add. And then 1 external member NGO, since it's not mentioned men or women, so again it can be women. As per that,
right.
It becomes correct. So if the PO and 4 women exist, then this will also be acceptable. It's okay?
Yes, you are absolutely right. There is no restriction under the Act which says that ICC cannot be a full women's body. If in your organization you have a full women's body, it is not prohibited under law. However, there is a bias that may be alleged by the accused. In practical situation, there might be a bias alleged. How the act does not prohibit it, but what you have to understand is that this is not recommended, because then a bias can be alleged that this is a dominant female dominant committee, and therefore the judgment is so and so. So to avoid that, practically it is suggested that you have a male member on board as well, and you balance out the equation between the two genders. Do not dominate by females. Okay? So it will be third situation.
In the third situation, PO is a man, so required a PO is a woman, so that's not beat the and 2 members employees woman, that's right. External member is a man, it's also right.
In this case, if the PO was a woman, what would happen?
Yeah, it's a PO was woman, it's right for the situation, or right, or
You tell me whether it is right.
it's a right.
It's right?
Yeah, if a woman is a PO.
Okay, you are right. If we change the situation and we bring a woman PO, 2 other women employees and 1 male external member, it's right, because it fulfills all the criteria. 50% से ज़्यादा ही है. Fourth situation, all are men. Common answer, everyone.
Does not meet the criteria.
Cannot be constituted.
It's a wrong constitution.
Absolutely wrong. If you say that we have 50 male employees in the organization, हमारे पास कोई female ही नहीं है, हम कहाँ से लाए female को employ करने के लिए? नहीं. There are provisions under the act given that you go to external members, you go somewhere out, you go to other departments. If you don't have other department, you go to other organization, but you bring in a woman. So all men committee cannot be constituted. It is not allowed under the law. Or last situation, कौन बताना चाहेगा? Anyone? Volunteer? Yes.
Yeah, it can be constituted. PO is a woman.
Okay.
Two other employees can be male or female, so that is there. So it is exceeding the minimum, but there is no criteria of having maximum number of women.
Exactly.
And so 50% are 50% of the members are.
That's right.
Women. Yeah, so
Yes,
it can be
right.
constituted.
Why I gave this situation? Because here there are 6 or 7 people who are in the ICC, and you do not have to get confused with the fact that मैम एक्ट में लिखा है कि 4 लोगों को आईसीसी का मेंबर होना चाहिए. नहीं, एक्ट में लिखा है कि कम से कम 4 लोगों को मेंबर होना चाहिए. इट कैन एक्सीड दैट. Okay, everyone is clear about ICC? Give me thumbs up. I can understand.
Okay, Nidhi, I just have one doubt on the first point. That one I understand that the 50% constitution is not adequate in the first point. But the employee thing, is that also not a mandatory? Is that employee of the organization where the complaint is raised, or how exactly?
I am sorry. Can you repeat that?
So the problem is PO is a woman and three males, right? One woman PO plus 3 males. So yeah, I agree that the 50% condition is not satisfied in this one, but the employee condition is also not satisfied in this one, right?
Why is that? Why?
Because all are external members, right?
No. So I did not say all are external. You have to, if you bring in that situation, this is also a good situation that Rituparna has brought in. Let's say that they have constituted a committee where there is 1 PO and बाकी 3 external है और employees है ही नहीं. So this is a violation of the employee condition that is given, that there have to be 2 employees from the organization. So it is right, Rituparna, the employee condition is also violated here. You have to have 2 employees from within the organization, 1 PO and 1 external member. If you have 1 PO from the organization and rest 3 are external, then it will not be rightly constituted.